Welcome to the Dragon 9 Media Podcast. This podcast is the fourth in a series focused on learning about artificial intelligence. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe and like this channel to help promote it to others. Hey everyone, and welcome to AI Demystified. I'm your guide as we explore the fascinating world of artificial intelligence. If you're new to AI, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the coolest and most powerful parts of AI, neural networks. Sounds complicated? Don't worry, we're going to break it down. So, what exactly is artificial intelligence? Think of it as the science of making computers smart. We're talking about creating systems that can do things that usually require human intelligence, like learning, solving problems, and even understanding what we say. And a huge part of making that happen today is through something called neural networks. All right, let's get to the heart of it. Neural networks. The big idea behind them is actually inspired by the most amazing computer we know, the human brain. Our brains have billions of tiny cells called neurons, all interconnected, passing signals to each other to help us think, learn, and make sense of the world. Artificial neural networks, or ANNs for short, are computational models that try to mimic this structure. Imagine a team of workers. Each worker, an artificial neuron, gets some information, does a small calculation or makes a simple decision, and then passes their result to other workers in the next department. These neurons are organized in layers. You'll often hear about deep learning. That deep part just means the neural network has many layers of these processing units. Think of it like a very complex factory with many specialized departments, each building upon the work of the previous one to create something amazing at the end. The more layers, the more complex things the network can learn. So, how do these digital brains actually learn? They learn from data, lots and lots of it. It's a bit like how a child learns. You show a child many pictures of a cat, saying cat each time. Eventually, the child starts to recognize what a cat looks like, even if it's a new cat they've never seen before. Neural networks do something similar. We feed them tons of examples. If we want a neural network to recognize pictures of cats, we show it thousands of pictures, some with cats, some without. The network tries to find patterns in the data that distinguish a cat, like pointy ears, whiskers, or a certain body shape. It makes a guess, we tell it if it's right or wrong. This is often part of supervised learning, and it adjusts its internal connections to get better over time. This ability to automatically learn features and patterns from raw data is what makes deep learning models so powerful. They can learn these hierarchical representations, meaning the first few layers might learn very simple things like edges or colors. The next layers might combine those to recognize shapes, and deeper layers might combine those shapes to identify complex objects like a cat's face or a car. Okay, this is all cool theory, but where do you actually see neural networks working in your daily life? You'd be surprised. One of the most common uses is in image recognition. Think about how your phone's photo app can identify faces, or how social media can suggest tagging your friends. That's often neural networks at work. In healthcare, a special type of deep neural network called a convolutional neural network, or CNN, can analyze medical images like X-rays or MRIs to help doctors detect tumors or other abnormalities, sometimes even better or faster than the human eye. Ever used a voice assistant like Siri or Alexa? Or seen those surprisingly good automatic translation services? That's natural language processing, and deep learning neural networks have made huge leaps in helping computers understand and generate human language. And how about those personalized recommendations you get on streaming services or online stores? Because you watched this, you might like that. Neural networks analyze your past behavior and the behavior of millions of other users to predict what you'll probably be interested in next. They're also used in finance to detect fraudulent transaction patterns, keeping your money safer. So neural networks, inspired by our own brains, are these amazing tools that learn from data to recognize patterns, understand language, and make predictions. They're the engine behind so many of the AI applications we're starting to see everywhere, from your phone to your doctor's office. We've only scratched the surface today, but I hope this gives you a clearer idea of what neural networks are and why they're such a big deal in the world of AI. The field is evolving incredibly fast, and it's an exciting time to start learning. Thanks for joining me on AI Demystified. If you have questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into the world of artificial intelligence. Until next time, stay curious. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe and click the like button to help promote it to others. Our plan is to create many different learning tracks with podcasts, articles, and other supporting materials to support your learning journey.